and welcome. As you can see, I am in a shop, and this is my most recent purchase. As you can tell, something is missing. It's over there. So yeah, I got myself a project bike. As you can see, it needs a lot of work. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of make a mini build series where I make this thing actually run and actually be kind of nice. So yeah, I'm excited to do it, and I hope people are excited to watch me do it. So I guess we'll start with kind of what this is, how I got it, and I guess what my plans are, and yeah, we'll go from there. But first, let's take a closer look. Alright, so I guess first off, what is this thing? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a 2004 YZ250. It's a Yamaha Two-Stroke. So I got this bike from a dealership. They got it on trade-in. The engine was blown up when they got it. They completely rebuilt the motor. Bottom end, inside, outside, everything's new. It has a few things done to it, but nothing really. As you can see, it's a mess. Tires are bald. Suspension, I'm pretty sure the seals are gone. Clutch lever's gone. Brakes bent. Carburetor, as you can see, is just a mess. Yeah, it needs a lot of work, but that's the whole point of a project bike, I guess. So let's talk about this motor. This is a really awkward angle. Hold on a second. So let's talk about this motor. The top end is off of a 2023 250X. So the cylinder, the head, and the piston, which is actually going to play into my favor. You'll see here in a minute as to why. The bottom end completely rebuilt, and yeah, I mean, it's super clean. Basically, brand new motor. All I got to do is put it in the bike. Okay, so my plans with this thing is going to be kind of a hybrid style bike. I plan to do a lot of kind of mountain riding, woods, technical, more enduro style riding, but I also want to go to the track and it to be able to hold its own at a track and have some fun there and not be, too much one or the other. So hopefully, I'm kind of hoping I can kind of set it up in a way that can kind of do both in a way. I don't expect it to be great at both, but if it can do really good at one and kind of pretty good at the other, I'm happy with that. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna tear this thing apart, all the way down to the frame, subframe. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Get it down to its bare bones, and then we're gonna clean it up really good. And I'm actually gonna coat the frame, and you'll see how I'll do that here in probably the next video. And then I'm gonna check bearings, make sure bearings are all good, replace whatever bearings need to be replaced. And yeah, we'll go from there. I got a ton of parts coming for this thing, so I'm super excited to get to that point. But first, this thing needs a bath, and it just needs a little bit of care and a little bit of attention. Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and tear into it and see what we run into. All right, so considering this thing's condition, I'm really impressed actually how few bolts are seized or missing. Pretty happy with the way it came apart. As you can see, it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of cleaning. Get some Scotch-Brite wheels. We're gonna polish this thing up. I'm still gonna probably pull the shock out. This bolt is kind of seized, so I gotta work that a little bit. But I'm probably gonna pull the shock out, check the bearings and the linkage, check the swing arm bearings. I already know this bearing is bad. It's pretty gritty. Nothing too big that I found so far that's like big deal breakers, like cracked frame or anything crazy like that. Subframe is straight. Yeah. Anyways, this is all I got time for today. We'll go ahead and go through some of the table's a mess. Parts are just everywhere. I intended on keeping it semi-organized, but did not really get around to that. So I want to document this whole process because I'm excited to see kind of where this all goes and kind of where it's at now, document what it looks like, and then hopefully when I'm done with it, be able to go back and show some before and afters, and it should be pretty cool. I'm excited. With that said, go ahead and follow, subscribe, depending on what platform you're watching this on, and stick around because I think this is going to be a pretty cool build.